but you've got to learn that like the fear is always going to be there. But my bigger fear is getting to the end of my life and having not done this, having not tried to help people, you know, like being in the room with my father after he passed away when I was 15 years old and realizing, because he was the first person I ever met that passed away, I'm going to be there one day. And I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, he was a dreamer and he was an amazing person, but he didn't do what he wanted to do. I am not going to live that life. I'm going to create what I want to create. And now I have all of the other fears that everyone else has, but my biggest fear is getting to the end of my life and not having tried or not having at least gone for it.
Yeah, I love hearing that. And you've reminded me of a great speech that Jim Carrey gave, funnily enough. And he talked about how his dad, I believe his dad, and I could be getting this wrong, but he said that his dad was an accountant and he did that to be safe. And he said that when he was young, his dad got made redundant from his safe job.
Right.
Jim Carrey said that in life, you are probably going to fail at something you don't love. So you might as well try something you do love.
Right.
Like this idea that I'm choosing the safe option, or I'm choosing something that my parents thought my family wanted, or I'm choosing something I think is secure. Even that's unstable and uncertain. And so the uncertainty that you pursue actually is less fearful because you're on top of it. You're aware. And I think that's one of the biggest habits that I think has changed my life, is that I stopped believing and accepting that I would get to a place where I no longer had to use my brain, right? Like I think we all believe subconsciously somewhere that there's a paycheck, there's a bank balance, there's a home, there's a fashion, there's a partner. That means from that point on, I don't have to think about anything.
It's all good. Everything's perfect.
All good.
Right.
And I'd say my best habit in life is recognizing that that is the biggest myth that we've been sold, and I just don't accept it. And I'm okay that my life requires constant work ethic and effort and awareness and being astute and being conscious, because that is what's actually being demanded by this world. A uncertain world forces you to be conscious.
Yeah.
But if you're unconscious in an uncertain world, that's leading to a really dangerous place.
Sure.
But I think we're waiting for that moment where we can just not be conscious because it's so much hard work. But to your point, it's way harder work being unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Because the amount of unconscious issues that arise are numerous.
I think there's like a lot of wisdom in what you said, because a lot of people would rather just be like, well, let me get to this destination. Once I'm there, everything becomes better.
Hey, I want that too.
I do too. Right. And I thought that for a long time. And it's interesting. The journey that I've had is, you know, I always wanted to make money because I thought money was going to give me what I needed. It would give me that safety and security that I never felt as a child. And then I got to a goal that I wanted to get to, and I realized I feel exactly the same as I've always felt. I don't feel any different. I don't feel any more secure. I don't feel any happier. I don't feel any more loved. And what I realized was I thought that the achievement, the recognition from other people, the money in my bank account, the buying cool stuff would fill what I actually thought was, and consciously now know, is I thought that all of those things would fill a void that was inside of me. And what I realized is what I was searching for from the external world is actually what I was searching for myself. And so the reason why I spend so much time in silence nowadays, I'll just go out on my porch and I'll just sit there for a couple hours, is because I'm trying to fill the void that I have created through life and through patterns and through heartbreaks and through all of the things that happened in my childhood. And I'm trying to be there as the 38-year-old man for the 9-year-old boy that's still healing. And what I've realized is that none of the material things, anything externally, will ever give me what I was ever searching for. Everything I've always searched for in the external was what I've been searching for myself. And so I 100% agree with you. I don't think there's any destination we ever get to. I think I'm constantly going to overcome more things every single day. And you know, if I live to 100, I would be so lucky. And it's another 62 more years. I don't expect that I'm going to get to the end of my life and be like, I figured it out.